Okay, so I've made a small logic build again. This one is a automatic saw machine for multiple sawings at once. It kind of improves on the very basic design here. I tested it before. I ran 20 bars through this, and I ran the same through this, and I timed them both, and this one turned out 20 seconds faster than this one. I think this one took 1 minute 25 seconds, where this one took about 1 minute on the dot. So it's a bit more effort for a small return, but if you were going to cut maybe like 50 or 100 bars at once, you would save a lot of time using this design here. So what I've done is, well, I'll show you it work and then I'll go through the logic real quick. Okay, so I've already cut 10,000 cloutium and 10,000 iron here. I'm intending to do 10 drills. So what it does is, if you bring it over here, bring the bars over here, I'll pop the pan there, is say for instance I wanted 10 and the weight is 500, so I'm going to do the iron first. So the weight is 500 and I want 10 bars being cut. Now this will calculate I need 5,000 in weight, but my bar is 10,000. So the first saw will cut it down to size, so you can put in any bar you want really. It could be 1,000,000, it could be exactly 5,000 if you wanted, but the first one will cut it down to size, what you need it to be. The second saw here will read the first weight, so what I've put in, what I want, and it will deduct the weight that I wanted, so 500, from the actual weight of the bar in total. So the first saw will cut 5,000, it will spit it onto here. This saw will cut 4,500, which will get put onto here. The 500 will come back down here, and so on and so on and so on, all the way down. So it's 5,000 minus 500 minus 500 minus 500, and then the remainder of the bar, so the 3,500, gets sent all the way back round, and it goes back through again. Let me show. It's easier to show. So there goes the 5,000 weight bar, and there goes the 500, and so on and so on and so on, and this is 3,500 weight bar. There's a weight reader here which will read, oh, there's only 3,000 left, and it will adjust all the weight readings, all the saws, according to how much is left. So now we've gone through a few times, we've only got 1,000 left, so it only goes through twice. There's the last 1,000. And that was 10 saws, well, 11 including the first 5,000 that got left behind. So it's pretty quick. That was 10 saws just there. And I can put this on here, and that's 10,000. So I'm not going to try and find that 5,000 bar. But yeah, you see, it's pretty fast. So then the cloutium is 100, but this bar is 10,000. So I'll just reset that counter. So I want 10 bars at 100 each. So sometimes you have to press it a few times to update it. So we want 1,000 in total, and then the next saw 900, 800, 700, it goes around. These will all get updated with the new, and then minus 100, minus 100, minus 100 on what's left, and it'll just keep going around until there's nothing left. And they'll all get thrown into this pan. So let's do that then. So we'll just drop that on there. So there goes the first bars, and this bar here will be whatever's left, the 9,000. And then all these bars will be 100. Here they come. There's the remainder. So we've only got 200 left. So it'll just go through twice and then come round. done. And then you can go up to the volcano and get them all, make your drills. I think, yeah. And, okay, so sort of explain. Well, I'll go through the logic. So this keypad here tells how many bars I want. So this goes directly into a multiplier, where I'm going to multiply the weight by that. So this will read 1000. Goes straight over to here, into the first saw. So this is sort of a... just in case I've got a bar that's way too big for the saw, because it'll go around forever otherwise. So then that just goes straight onto this belt down, whatever's left over. So the weight that I want would have been 1000. 1000 would get thrown onto this belt here. So we read off 1000. The 1000 goes through here. Let me just reset that. Okay, there we go. So 1000 goes through here. 1000 comes along. This is a minus logic. So all we've done over here is we've brought the weight over. We've brought it through here, thrown a diode on, and I found adding a 1 second delay kind of helps things smooth out a bit. Put the helmet on. Smooth out a bit. So it comes along, 100 in here, that's the weight that we're wanting for each bar, gets minused from the 1000, gets thrown straight into this saw, gets fed back into the next one, gets a minus off for 100 again, and then just loops back around. So theoretically you could have 10 saw blades if you wanted, all going at the same time, and that might increase the speed a little bit, but then you'd have to consider the belt length as well, bringing it back down here. So I think having 4 saws all doing the sawing kind of is a good number. And then on the last one, brings it in, minuses 100, and then the 100 bar comes through here, goes round, and then whatever's left gets spat out, goes back round through this, and then we've got a weight reader here. So as the bar goes past it onto this belt here, the weight reader will read off how much is left. We'll go around here. We don't want zeros, so we've thrown a validator there. It goes back round and then just gets thrown back into the loop, which goes back round, gets minused. So whatever's on this cable here is what the weight is, and then that will minus 100, minus 100, minus 100. And then to get this set to 0 so that it doesn't add up every time, I've just thrown in a 1 second delay onto it, thrown a loop back round, and then thrown a flip onto it. Is that how I'll set it? Hang on 1 second. So we send here, it goes back round. This, whatever, oh, okay, so we'll have numbers in the cables. So whatever's in this cable will be a number non-zero, which gets flipped to a 0. Then that goes into here. Then that gets flipped to a 0. Yeah. Because all the minusing, if there's a 1 second delay in any of these, I'm going to get I'm going to get a logic signal that's going to be loitering in the cables. So we'll just, if we throw this around, we'll put 10 weight, so we get 10 more bars. Yeah, so we throw that on there. That goes around, gets cut down to size. Ooh, yeah. And then as this bar goes in front of this reader, it reads off 60, that gets sent back down to there, then it gets set back to 0. And now this one is 20 left, so it'll just go around a couple more times, through the first 2 saws and then done. Oops. Yeah, it's it was pretty easy to build. I went into this project thinking it would be a hell of a lot more complicated, and that I would need keypads everywhere saying which number of bar we're on. But then I came up with this design, and I feel it's simple. It's simple to build, simple to use, easy to follow. Just make sure, if you do build it, that you have the large number coming in here, and then the smaller number coming into this minus, because it's A minus B. I learnt that the hard way. A minus B. And then I just built a little multiplier here. So if I wanted to work out, I don't know, if I wanted 53 drills, and it requires, well, 700 core stone, so I'll just type in 700 onto this. 37,100. Then I need the core stone, so I'll come back over here. So 37,100. Apply that to the saw. Core stone is number 4. And then we throw that on there. God, I hope I've got enough. Yeah, I do. I've shown this sawing build before. Why is the gold stuff there? Anyway, core stone comes down. Get that. And then throw it onto here. So I need 53. Was it 53? Yeah, 53 of the core stone, which is 700. Now there won't be any remainder. I suppose I should put this here. Close enough. And this will update. 35,760 left. And it'll just keep going around and deduct 700 each time. See? There we go. Perfect. Alright. Thanks for watching, I guess.